Hi guys, it's Hobo Kiki, also known as Kiera, depending on who you ask. Today we're my Hobonichi cousin. This is the week that we did last week, how it all turned out. It's cute or whatever. Now we're on July 7th through the 13th, and we'll be using these stickers here from the Pretty Pink Co. I think it's adorable, and it still it still fits into the theme of, just sea life in general. And I just love how moody it is, the colors, the moon. It was giving everything that I needed it to give. I'm trying to sit here and remember what it was actually called because I know it's a relatively new kit, so you can still get this one if you actually want it. Oh, it's called Moonlit Shore. So if you want that one, it's called Moonlit Shore. And for the sticker stones, I tried to go with like the moody moon, like night sky. So those are the stones that I chose. And I'm just gonna get started with the date covers. We're basically going to make our own date covers. There's a lot of I guess we'll call them like paint swatches is the best way to describe it. So we're going to stick those at the top there, cover the dates, and then put the dates back on. Basically, we're just adding some color there at the top. And with some of them are really long and some of them are really short. So what I'm going to do is basically just cut them in half and then go ahead and cover the date still. And some of them I use twice, some of them I only have to use once, and that's fine as well. But yeah, sorry for the late video. I already know this one is coming up late, and you guys know I took a little staycation, so that's the reasoning. But I'm back and energized and well rested. So hopefully I am in my right mind. But am I ever in my right mind? I don't know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your Independence Day or just your weekend. Just had like a chill little weekend or an exciting little weekend, whichever one you prefer. Me, I prefer a chill weekend. I like to just relax, but an exciting weekend, I don't know, my head is still a little messed up, but an exciting weekend is still okay as well. I was supposed to paint my nails, but because I was out and about, I totally did not even get any time to do it. Oh, which, is painful because I like to match my nails to my kids. And I was going to do like a dark, moody, beach kind of nails. Maybe throw in some tentacles, kind of get it like real dark in there. Um, like basically Ursula vibes. But I just did not have time to do them. So I had to stick on a set of press-ons I made of, uh, I think a year or two ago. It's been a while since I made these. But, they give like water droplets. So I thought, good enough, good enough. I think they'll match more so with the next kid I have coming up. So that's when I think I might like the nails that I chose. But that's neither here nor there. You guys aren't here for the nails. You're here for the plans. And this week we're doing something kind of similar to what we did last week. It's not a dashboard layout, which I've been really fond of in my Hobonichi cousin. It's more so just, it's not using the time slots either. I don't know how to really describe it. Basically, I'm sticking decoration down, and then I'll go in and add my steps and exercise boxes everywhere. And then after that, I'll just write down my to-dos. So that's what I thought would work best. I really like these seagulls flying in the night sky. I think that's so pretty. Like, I don't use foil often, but every time I do, it's like, oh yeah, this is why I use foil. Because that's so gorgeous, and you can't tell me it's not. A cute little scene here. We're going to add some foil to the other side as well. You know, it has to get some love, and then it also adds some balance. So that's why we do it, and it looks great. This was a spread that really made me happy in the end. And again, it's still slightly different than how I typically use the Hobonichi cousin. So I like that. I like switching it up every once in a while, using my weekly section differently. I still see all my plans clearly, which is the most important part. You know, this is a planner at the end of the day. So I want to make sure I can plan, but I just like to switch out the layout. And I really do think that the Hobonichi cousin is versatile enough to where you can do that. Well, I don't think I know because I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I know that you can switch it up to how you prefer. I'm really going to lean into the decoration this week. I don't know why. Usually I try to save like the more decorative spreads for the weeks that like I have something big planned, or maybe it's a special holiday or something like that. But, you know, every once in a while it's nice to just lay a lot of stickers down just to lay a lot of stickers down. So I'm not really complaining about that. And at the end of the day, I do like how it turned out. This was actually one of my favorite parts. This little driftwood scene. I put all the sticks down here. It's driftwood, but I like how it looks down there. And then that corner to the right, top right corner, I loved how that turned out. And then I'm even going to decorate the top of my sideboard. Why did I say it like that? Y'all will have to excuse me. I'm sorry. I decorated the top of my sidebar, and I'm sitting here looking for a weekend sticker. I don't know. I think I'm all out of gold weekend stickers, which breaks my heart. So I am going to have to just forego the weekend sticker this spread, but that's okay. I did pick up some quotes. I think it says Happy Mail and To Do. Yeah, these are from Dash of Sun Design, I think. I think that's where they're from. Let me check. Yeah, I had it right. Dash of Sun Designs. And we're just taking the quotes here. And then when I figure out where I want to put them, we'll place them down. I really just took this out for my weekend sticker, but I don't have any more. So it is what it is. We'll have to move forward without it. But yes, this little sidebar top section, I'm going to decorate. I usually don't decorate it. If anything, I'll put a sticker on top of that calendar part. But this time I'm choosing to decorate it and keep the calendar, which is something that I would say I don't do. But just in case to cover my bases, I'll say I rarely do. We're going to put these lanterns down and then hang them, and it's going to be so cute. I did have to cut these lanterns individually because they were just one big sticker, which is fine. But I just decided to cut them so I can stick them where I wanted to stick them. So I used a gold one and two of the colored ones on the sidebar. And then I am going to hang another one on Friday, just to get it again across the page. And then I'm just taking my ruler and a pen, and we're drawing a straight line, and that's going to be what's hanging them up there. And look how cute it is up there. You know, it's adorable, I think. And it just adds a little something something up there, a little flavor. It just looks pretty. I don't know. I don't know what more to say about it. It looks nice. So we'll add the lanterns up there. The trick with the lanterns, or my tip, you don't have to listen to it. Do what your heart tells you to do, boo. But what I like to do is hang them at varying lengths, like kind of close to the same length, but still there's some difference between them. And I don't know. I really like how that looks. But again, you do you, boo. I am adding my mood tracker here. You guys know that this makes its way on every single spread. No ifs, ands, or buts. At least this year, I don't think I've skipped it once. So I always have that there. And then we are going to put in our two um, trackers, habit trackers. That's No Spin and Instagram. No Spin, I've been using my tracker. Instagram, well, you guys, I'm sorry. All I can say is I do try. The thought is always there. The desire to post is always there. But do I post? No, not as much as I would like, which is why I'm trying to keep the tracker to, keep me focused, you know, accountable. Track your Instagram posts. See if you're actually posting, Kiara. And I don't know why. It's just Instagram. Instagram really gives me the ick. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's just at one point I loved Instagram, and now it's like womp womp. I just really could do without it. Like, I have no issues if my account was just to be deactivated. I'd be like, oh, it is what it is, and I would keep it moving. But, I know, like, if I want to grow, then I do need to use different social media. So I'm trying to force myself, but we'll see. The thought is there, and we love we love that we're focusing and trying to complete the task. But now it's just time to actually complete the task. I would be happy with myself if I posted 4 pictures every week. I think that would be like a good goal for me. So hopefully I could try to get that done this week. You think it would be easy, just take a picture every time you post a video on YouTube. Then you could get at least 2 to 3 pictures up every week. But I'm struggling just getting one up every week. We'll see. We'll see. I did just put a bunch of like random floral stickers. We have some starfish as well. I just stuck those all over the place just to add a little bit of decor. I tried to keep them on the lines. That way, they're not like getting too into my plans. They're not making things harder for me to plan because they're all in the middle of my writing space. Hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I did there. But I am going to wind up taking up that starfish and moving it higher. The one that's on Thursday and Friday, that's gonna go up. And this is when I finally put my lantern down on Friday. These stickers, I think this was a freebie, but they were definitely like cut incorrectly because the lanterns, they actually do come with chains, but all of the lanterns chains, they were like not on the part where it was cut. So if you look at the sticker sheet, you can see that the chains are still on the paper. And I guess it just is what it is. I don't really care too much about it, especially because it was a freebie. As long as the stickers that I purchased are cut correctly, that's fine. And besides, I'll just take a pen and a ruler again and get that situated. But now you see me just adding in my step tracker. And then this is what I plan on doing for my exercise tracker. We're just going to make a little box and write down the exercises that I'm doing for each day. And I think they are about 6 squares high, in case anybody is wondering. I don't need a lot of space. I typically just want to write like, what did I mainly focus on, how long was it, and then what my watch said, how many calories I burned. I think that's good enough information. Even though the calorie part is like not really necessary because I know that this watch isn't super duper accurate, but hey, we're just tracking numbers here. It doesn't really matter to me. Even though the day or the calorie on that day isn't super accurate, um, it's still like close enough. You know what I'm saying? And then the days that I know I'm not working as hard, I can tell because, again, though the number isn't super accurate, it is dramatically lower than the other numbers. So I can still like gauge a difference in how much effort I put in. Does that make sense? Because it makes sense in my head, and that's the reason why I still track the numbers. Hopefully, it makes sense. Right now, I am writing down my happy mail, just taking these three little bullet points and putting them on Sunday. And I know you guys are like, there's nowhere to write on Sunday. That's because I don't like to do shit on Sunday. I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, I truly do not like to do anything on Sunday. Like even when it comes to like cleaning the house, I've started doing that on like Friday and Saturday. It's just like Sunday is where I am a couch potato. Don't ask me to do anything. Don't ask me to go anywhere. Sometimes I'll still like go to a brunch or something, you know. But I really just like need one day to recoup, you know, to just, I don't know, get all my energy back from the rest of the week. So it's become a necessity for me. So Sundays is just like I am a potato and I'm just watching anime and I'm so happy. so So you just have to give me that one day. But Monday through Saturday, I got you. We're going to get the house clean. We're going to go run errands. We're going to work. We're going to go play with the kids. We're going to do it all Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I'm rested. I'm couch potatoing. But this is basically what the rest of the spread looks like. I wanted to show you guys the foil, but the sun was going down, so it wasn't catching it. That was a terrible wiggle. But anyways, I'm basically going to write my to-dos here. As you can see, it's just for Monday through Friday. Saturday has a little space. Sunday has no space because, again, I don't like to do things on Sunday. So I would just check these off as the days go by if I did them, and then I'll write more once I get closer to each day. So as you can see, I wrote down what I need to do Monday and Tuesday because I know what I need to do. And then once Tuesday comes, I'll probably write more for Tuesday and Wednesday, so forth and so on. You already seen my health tracker. This is my habit tracker. And yeah, and then I have these boxes here for like my events, so the kids' sports, and then my meeting and my happy mail. But that is basically it. I really do, again, like how this spread came out. I think it is fun and yet still like informative. And it's just not doing the most, but it is doing the most at the same time. And then I am going to put the rest of the stickers here because if you're new here, hi, how are you? I do like to use the exact same stickers I used in my weekly section, in my daily section. So I'll save those here. That's what I have left, including this little freebie here with the cute little moon that inspired everything. And the gold freebie. Might as well use up the rest of these stickers as well. And that's it, you guys. If you like the video, please feel free to like the video. If you dislike the video, feel free to dislike the video. It's whatever, bro. I hope you stay safe and you stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.